Welcome to MWR Life on Air. I'm your host, Melissa Schaffner. In this week's show, we'll visit with Kari Burgess from the USO about plans for the next Eagle Challenge Fitness Tour. And Ryan Bowie will be here to let us know what's happening at the Roxy Regional Theater in downtown Clarksville. Don't go away. We'll be right back. Welcome back. The first round of the Eagle Challenge Fitness Tour was a success with over 500 participants. A health fair was held at the Sportsman's Lodge and featured wellness information and fitness instruction. Active demonstrations were set up and health tips were given. The event was a partnership between Bach and MWR and featured children's activities as well. The run took place the next morning at Camp Hinch with people of all ages and fitness levels running a 10K, 5K, or a 1-mile fun run. March's event is quickly approaching, and Kari Burgess from the USO is here to tell us more. Welcome back to the show, Kari.
Thank you so much for having me again, Melissa.
We're rapidly approaching the USO 10-miler. This is the second one, and I saw you in February out there at the Love Your Heart.
It was a great event.
It was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
You know, and each one is going to lead into another in this great Eagle Challenge Fitness Tour. So the next one is put on by the USO. Why don't you just tell us all about it?
Really excited about it. It's 10 miles, of course, but we also added a 1-mile fun run or walk for the people who either aren't ready to tackle all 10 miles or maybe they've got kids who want to be involved and participate while a parent is running the 10 miles. They can go ahead and do the 1 mile, and so they'll have the race number bib and they'll feel very official. And I think that's kind of what this whole thing is about, is drawing people into this community and getting them active. So if we can give them a taste of what racing feels like, the start line and the finish line and all that energy, then maybe they'll sort of get hooked and continue to participate. So this is, as our second annual, we learned some lessons from last year and we're really excited for some of the changes that we've implemented this year. Most notably is we added a water station. That was by far the #1 piece of feedback that we got last year.
Water.
It was March 17th.
Okay.
And it was unexpectedly very warm. And so we listened and we're making changes.
Hydration is really important to the runner.
It is indeed.
Now, what did you run in the Love Your Heart? Did you do the 10K?
I did the 10K, yeah.
And how did it feel?
Terrific. It was a great course. It was a lot of energy out there, and I ran it with my friend Jen, who was pushing a baby stroller for the 6.2 miles. And what's a lot of fun about that is that everybody was encouraging her. So because I was running with her, I got to pick up some of that energy and encouragement and stuff. So.
Now, how old was that baby? That's a relatively new baby,
7 weeks old. It was her first race.
Baby's first race. Yes. Yeah, that's great.
Yeah.
So strollers, our strollers are allowed on your 10-miler.
They are. Because of the changes we made to accommodate the Eagle Challenge Fitness Tour, we do allow strollers, wheelchairs, recumbent bikes, and hand cycles. So we moved it onto a less bumpy road. There are still some bumps out there. I mean, it's nature. It is what it is. But because we did those changes, people can come out there with their strollers and push those babies and get a little arm workout in the process.
Now, I saw children in Red Rider wagons. Is that something that is allowed? Or bicycles, anything like that?
Bicycles aren't allowed. If you have a recumbent bike because of an injury or a wound, then we make those accommodations, but we don't expect anybody to be coming out there with their regular bike, pulling a child's seat behind it, certainly. But, you know, if there's somebody who wants to pull their child in the little wagon or on the 1-mile route, they're more than welcome to do so. It's just about getting people out there and experiencing the energy of a race.
And I also think that it's important to make sure that people know what is okay and what isn't okay, so that on day of race you don't run into, issues. What about pets? Pets usually aren't a good idea at a race.
No pets this time. Though wouldn't it be fun to have a race where you can run it with your dog? I run with my dog all of the time. I'd love to include her, but no pets this time. Strollers, yes. Children, yes. Dogs, no.
Got it. Okay, so don't bring your pet, don't bring your bicycle unless you need it for a handicap or an injury.
Exactly.
And but do bring the family, because then it gives them all that encouragement to be active as they grow up for the children.
Exactly. We really want to kind of bring people in. The one piece of feedback I've heard already this year is that we have a 1 mile and a 10 mile, and we're missing that middle distance between the two. So I think we're missing a group that's over-skilled for the 1 mile, but not quite up to 10 miles. So maybe next year that's where we expand to. But, they can come out and do the 1 mile a few times.
Yeah, or, well, and you, like you said, you get feedback and you grow from it. And every year you hope is an improvement over the year before and that you add more features. I know this year you've added a HUA zone.
Exactly. HUA tents, yes. We want people to come out there. If you've got a number of soldiers and families running from a particular unit, come and put out your tent and have it be the meeting place where they can all, before the race starts, stretch, say hi, move over to the start line for the beginning festivities and kind of meet there afterwards. If you've got your tent, you know exactly where you're going. Some of our on-post organizations, I know, Melissa, you have a tent out there, so you'll be out there. Mm-hmm. But we just want, those are all free of charge, and we just want people to come out and build the atmosphere and make it fun and show people that a race can be pretty exciting.
Well, it gives people an opportunity to have something that shows their spirit, perhaps if it's a unit or a group that are running, even if it's just a group of moms with toddlers, whatever the case may be, you might be leaving a few people behind who are just there to cheerlead. Exactly. If you're leaving people behind at your tent, and you've got a jacket or something, you've got a safe place to put it. I know that when we do the 10-miler in Washington, D.C. for the Fort Campbell Army team, the Fort Campbell tent is the place that they leave their bag. They'll leave anything that they don't need to carry on the race with them, knowing that it'll be watched for them and it'll be there when they get back. And then, of course, we provide some refreshments in our tent.
Yeah, I was just going to say that you can have something extra. Yeah.
So it's a great opportunity to do that, and all they need to do is just let you know so that you have space for them.
Exactly. Yep.
And I'll tell you, if you're going to the Army 10-miler, those tents cost thousands. So this is a bargain here at Fort Campbell.
Exactly.
A great idea.
It's just all about building community.
Super. So let's get the facts and the statistics. The date, the time. How do you register?
Saturday, 23rd of March. Race starts at 8 a.m. The 10-miler begins first, and then the 1-miler starts. Last year, our first runner came in just under an hour, and so we'll get them out there, we'll get the 1-milers through, and then hopefully they'll be able to sit there and cheer on the runners as they start coming in. So 8 a.m. on the 23rd, and then our registration is on active.com. It's searchable, so you can just go in and type USO 10-miler, and it should pop up. Active Duty gets a discount code, and the instructions for emailing me to get the code are in that site. I respond usually pretty quickly with the code, and so that they can get in and get registered. So I wish that we could do it all for free and not just discounts and stuff, but it is a fundraiser for the rest of the programs and services that we do in the USO. Now, it is important to note that we cut off our registration at midnight on the night of Thursday, March 21st. We do that because we have to get, of course, the list to the gate guards so that all of our runners can have easy transition onto Fort Campbell that morning. So we do have to cut off. We don't have any day of registration.
So you need to be registered by Thursday, but everyone's welcome, and it does provide a way for you to get onto the post through Gate 7 if you register by Thursday when it cuts off. And no pets, yes children, yes strollers, wagons are okay if you're pulling your children, do who attends. And we also have a link to your active.com registration from the Fort Campbell Eagle Challenge Fitness Tour website. So either place you can go and click straight through to the registration to get signed up to do the USO 10-miler. March 23rd, it's coming up quickly.
So quickly, it's only 2.5 weeks away.
It's pretty soon, so we don't want to miss that. I'm looking forward to being out there with you for that event. Thanks for being part of the Eagle Challenge Fitness Tour as well.
It is my pleasure. This has been a really cool experience for us, definitely. So
and we'll look forward to seeing you participating in the April event again.
That's right, the orienteering. I'm planning on it. I can't wait.
All right. Thanks so much, Kari, for being here, and I'm sure we'll have you back again soon.
Thanks, Melissa.
Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Craving a big lunch for a small price? Then come to the Doghouse, Fort Campbell MWR's only restaurant on Campbell Army Airfield. For less than $5, try our famous footlong hot dogs, such as the New York dog, Pony dog, Carolina dog, Chicago dog, and our signature one-of-a-kind macho dog, topped with chili, cheese, tomatoes, peppers, onions, jalapenos, and coleslaw. Check out our sandwiches, fried specialties, and other delicious items. The Doghouse, your fast and tasty lunch stop. Fort Campbell MWR, serving soldiers, families, retirees, and civilians.